Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Ultimate Vanilla Run. Last run we unlocked some cool stuff, but primarily we unlocked the D6, which is what I was going for. Now, I went over all the things that I unlocked and how they were unlocked last time, so I'm not going to waste your time and go over it again. You can always jump back to the last video, and we are going to elect to choose Isaac. Now that I have the D6, we're going to have some fun. I'm still experimenting with the new strategy of displaying the items for you guys on the other screen, or around the screen, I should say. Wow, we've got a beggar on the first floor. That's actually rather impressive. This isn't even an XL floor, so we're not going to get much money to give to him, which is unfortunate, but we're going to have to live with it. Now the D6, as you may or may not know, if you're familiar with the series, if you're just familiar with the game in its later states. Now the Pra is actually pretty good, but I'm going to re-roll it. I will take the odd mushroom. This is the large odd mushroom. It is a damage up and a decrease in speed of 0.1. I'm going to take this heart real fast, and we're just going to go fight the boss. I probably will check out that curse room in a little bit. Unfortunately, that speed down is possibly going to bite me here. Well, that was just bad dodging. But the D6 allows me to re-roll items, so basically anything that's on a pedestal, if I have a use of the D6, can become a new item. This allows for some interesting stuff, but mostly it just means that you're going to have a better run. If there's an item that you're not going to use, then, or it really isn't that much of a benefit for you, then you can trade it for something that is. Or even, you know, even if you get another thing that's bad, it's still better than being stuck with something that's bad and no choice. So it doesn't guarantee a greater run, but it gives you a significantly higher chance of it being a better run. We managed to trap him there. I'm going to take the HP upgrade. Now we do have a full red heart sitting right there, so I don't even have to hesitate. We can enter the curse room here. Thank you, let's poop. Just going to find a red chest here. Just spiders, not really worth it. Now if I'm correct, and I actually might be, believe it or not, I might be right. There's only one place for the secret room, and that is right here. Very nice. And useless. Well, at least we found it. I was hoping for maybe 9 cents. That would have been the most optimal thing, as we would have been able to play Judgment. But, alas, we do not have the chance, so we're just going to move on to the next floor. Sometimes it happens that way. The downside of the D6 is that it basically takes up a spacebar item, and since it is such a good item, you probably won't trade it out for another spacebar item anytime soon. Mom's Bra is actually a very good use item, and I'm not going to get to show it to you guys just because I didn't end up taking it. But basically, it'll just freeze enemies in place for a few seconds. Oh man, that 0.1 damage down is actually... Well, I thought it would hurt... Oh, I got hung up on that rock. I might just die here. I keep getting hung up on rocks, and Lust is faster than I am. And his pathing is making him cut me off. Luckily I didn't get hung up on that rock again. But that was a long fight. A very long fight. Now we have a pill here that I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna take it. It is a telepills. Okay, not optimal, but it actually saved us some time. Saved us some time by taking us to the next spot. Unfortunately, we do not have a key to open the item room, even if we find it. And at this point, well, I guess it really doesn't hurt me to fight the boss now. I've already lost my devil room chance from not taking red heart damage on the floor. I could still get the devil room chance of beating the boss without taking any damage, but with this speed down, you know, I thought about it. I thought the damage up was going to be worth it, and I'm going to have to gamble and hope for a key here. It's not really that much gambling, and if I don't get a key here, I might just be hosed. The game might have said, you got the D6, but I don't really care. Which is unfortunate. If the game decides you're gonna have a bad run, you're gonna have a bad run. Now I have some opportunity here, but I'm gonna go fight the boss. See if I can get a double room while I still have a reroll. Because you can also reroll. Okay, well, I'm gonna want to reroll this if I have a chance. This is not an easy fight though, and there's a very good chance that I will either die. Oof, that was close. There's a very good chance that I will either die or at the very least take tons of damage. Taking a red heart of damage right now honestly wouldn't be that bad. It would let me get into the boss challenge room. But there basically is there goes my chance of getting a double room. Well, we managed to kill the head. That's going to make this easier. Now, I'm really hoping for an HP up in that boss challenge room. I will go to that before I reroll this, maybe. Actually, I might just reroll this. So things to note, because I actually don't know if we've fought the Headless Horseman yet in any of my runs. The Headless Horseman, yes we have, because I've gotten the pony. You get the black pony from the Headless Horseman. Now the thing is, it's a set item pool. And that just simply means that there's nothing I can do to change what he drops. Which I'm pretty sure we're all aware of at this point. He drops the pony and only the pony. If you try and re-roll the pony, because you haven't picked it up, you haven't touched it, you haven't removed it from his personal pool, he will, in fact... Okay, so there's an HP up in there. That's good. I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna do this fight. I should get, yeah, Monstro and then three segment Larry Juniors. Also hoping for a key drop. But if you don't pick up the pony and don't remove it from his boss pool and you re-roll it, then you just get the pony again. Which is really unfortunate, because it wastes a re-roll and it doesn't gain you anything. However, if you pick it up, if you touch it, and then put it back down to re-roll it, you will get a normal boss pool item. So that's what I'm going to have to do. I have to remember that I have not touched it. Monster should be just about dead here. There we go. Now I just have to deal with the Larry Juniors. I just have to avoid taking 3 more half hearts of damage. Now these are 3 segment Larry Juniors. They don't look it, but they are. And that was unfortunate. We're gonna pretend that that didn't happen. I'm going to have to, I'm sure I'm gonna get another message while I'm in the middle of this fight. So I apologize beforehand. I thought I closed all forms of social media before I started recording. So I'm just gonna take this moment to find it and close it. Alright. Who's my sister? She's probably going to be very confused. So we didn't get any extra drops, but we did get an HP up, which is going to be nice. I am going to reroll the boss item. There's a chance that I could get a key. I've thought about doing this 2 different ways. I could either use my bomb to blow up the slot machine, where I've got to pick it up, and then re-roll it. Mom's lipstick, not really all that happy about it, but range is always better than no range. So I can either blow this up, or I can blow up these rocks to get in to those 2 cents and use those to play. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna go after this. Now there's a reason for it as well, and that's there's a chance that the secret room is actually below this one. So I'm going to use leave the room to increase the blast radius trick. And it got me another bomb, which I'm actually not going to use. And the reason I'm not going to use it is because I'd rather have it for a well, maybe not guaranteed secret room, but a better chance of a secret room. Maybe there's a key on this floor that's just, you know, blowing up a rock. This is very bad for me. Very, very bad. In fact, this might be my death. That is, in fact, my death. That's very unfortunate, but we're only 10 minutes in, so I will replay. Unfortunately, the damage down that I got was not worth... It was not worth the speed down that I ended up getting. It cost me a lot in that fight against Lust, which is sometimes just how it goes. This time we've got a cellar instead of a basement. I'm really tempted to go into this curse room now, because red heart damage on this floor doesn't really matter. So we got friends till the end, and range up. So, at least they weren't bad pills. Since red heart damage doesn't really matter on this floor, I'm just going to keep going. If there was an item in there, I would have had a chance to re-roll it. Luckily our item room is here. We might get a second re-roll for this floor. It's the Book of Sin. I'm actually okay with this. This is actually pretty nice. I'm not going to keep it, but by touching it and using it, maybe getting a heart. Alright, so getting back to full health. That's pretty nice. Oh, this is unfortunate, but maybe I can find a secret room with it when I'm done. But yeah, the Book of Sin, having touched it, I now have an increased chance of getting a library. And those flies actually help me quite a bit. I am not going to have another reroll for the boss item, but that's actually okay. It would have been nice to get one for my best friend, since my best friend really isn't that great of an item. But there's a pretty decent chance that, at the very least, I can use it to find the secret room, as it is a free bomb, effectively. Now, I am going to start getting overpopulated here by nubs, since the Widow is not being kind enough to take them out itself. But we've got a good amount of red hearts just sitting on the floor here, so I'm not actually all that worried. Well, that's a shame, because I am not going to take that. Now, secret room, from what I can tell, there's 2 places it could be, and chances are it is, in fact, here. And in fact it is. Well, I might as well play it. I get a soul heart from it. You know what? I will take that and I will just call it 1 cent for 1 soul heart. Definitely worth it. Let's pick up the D6 and get on to the next floor. We are still missing a key. We still kind of got 2 garbage items sitting around, which is unfortunate. But we have a challenge room right here. Please be an item. It is in fact an item. But since it's a challenge room, I'll be able to get back in there unless I take a full heart of damage. Well, more than a full heart of damage. I'm trying to keep my range because I figured that would happen. Actually, what I want to do is I want to goad this one away from me. I want to try and goad it towards the wall. I'm going to leave the room to increase its blast radius. Unfortunately, I left in the wrong direction, so I'm actually going to be slightly inefficient with collecting recharges for the D6. But if I can get a secret room off this, it would have to be the top secret room, unfortunately. Let's reroll this. It's an HP up. I will take that, but I would like to wait and see if I can find a key. If I can get a damage up or something off of the rest of the floor, it'll make fighting that challenge room a lot easier. Or even something like a death card. Something that will be advantageous for me. I'm not going to go to that curse room just yet. I actually like this room. I don't know how I didn't get hit by that. I kind of looked away for a second. I was looking at the map and looked back down and saw that tear landing at my feet. Alright, so this is pretty much our last chance for a key. Short of getting lucky and getting the box from the boss, which isn't impossible. In fact, it happens more often than not when you really want it to. Unfortunately, we did not. We're having some pretty bad luck when it comes to our rerolls. keys this time around, but let's go take that HP up. We could still get a drop. Could still get a drop from the room that's a key. That'd be very useful. Being up to 4 life, though, is also very useful. These hoppers don't pose too much of a threat. These guys aren't posing much of a threat either. Our damage isn't great, but it's not terrible either. So these Claudies, yep. So the Claudies actually ended up being a problem. I was about to say I'd really like to get a Devil Room this floor, but chances are that is not going to happen. Because I'm bad. That dodging was just terrible. I should have seen it coming a mile away. So I'm guessing that our secret room is actually going to be, yeah, right there. Guppy's Paw. Okay, I'm actually totally okay with this. So this is possibly a bad idea. I'm not actually going to use Guppy's Paw, but I am going to re-roll it, as we're going to get another curse room item. The nail. I'd like to keep the nail, but I'm not going to. It gives me a soul heart. I'm just going to use that to go into here. So we actually have an awesome opportunity here. The fact that there was a nickel here means that it is totally viable to go to the shop, and because we are in the secret room, we can just bomb right into the shop. So, ladder. I'm actually not all that happy about the ladder, but I'm going to take it for the single reason that I don't want it to show up again. I guess we're just going to cash out. I had no reason to buy that. That was dumb. But it is what it is. And unfortunately, we're not going to get a reroll. This fight will give us another soul heart, which is definitely good. I know that because it is a blue Larry Jr. The champions generally have specific drops for bosses, I believe. If a boss is a champion, it drops a certain thing. Whereas champions of enemies actually tend to vary a little bit, which is kind of strange in my opinion. Now, I still do have a chance for a deal with the devil. It will be small, so long as I don't take another hit. But it is there. I believe it's about a 35% chance. And it actually pays out. This is actually really, really good. We are going to get a key. We are going to get to our item room. We got 2 of clubs, which will double our bombs. I don't know if this is a telepills, so I'm not going to use it. We got the Mark and Sister Maggie. I am definitely taking the Mark. The Mark is a damage up and also a speed up. I don't remember exactly how much it was speed up. So that was a bad trip pill. Rather unfortunate, but the strength pill would be nice. Or the strength card. 10 bombs would be a lot. I'm thinking about it. Just using it now. Yeah, we'll use it now. I will grab the strength card. I will take the Ace of Spades. It's a trinket that increases our chance of getting cards as drops. Again, I'm still really tempted to get the nail. The nail's a really good item. Well, I should say it depends. Forever Loans, we got an attack fly. It depends whether or not you like health-giving items. Carrying around the Book of Revelations makes you pretty survivable, assuming that you don't take much damage, but it is a relatively boring item. It's just a spacebar item you use every 6 rooms, and basically you're trying to beat the game by out-surviving it. The nail is very similar, except it also gives you damage, as well as, I believe, it increases your speed a little bit. It's just for the room that you use it in. And it also gives you the ability to crush rocks. So the ladder isn't even going to help me there, which is rather unfortunate, but the ladder will help me here if I ever get the keys. But I'm going to first use a key to open that item room. Optimal thing right now to get would be a key, not just for the simple fact that it would let me open the item room, but because this room is going to give me just enough for a reroll, and just enough to mock me. We are in the catacombs, which is the harder version than the caves. So that's why we're seeing lots of spiders. Now, I'm not really using my attack fly as an advantage right now. I could be attempting to use it to get some damage done, but the amount of micromanaging that would take at this point would be really high. Self-sacrifice room. I'm gonna see if this is secret room. It had a chance. It was unlikely, but it would have gotten us into the shop. So we got a library. I got trapped in a corner again, but I'm still running on soul hearts. Once again, really hurting for keys. The drops that the game is giving us today are not at all what I want. I really don't want to go another floor without picking up good items. I mean, the mark was good, but it cost me 2 health, and I'll be honest, I'm not really all that happy about Forever Alone. I would have rather had almost anything that actually was a decent passive. There's a few items I can think of that I would really kill for right now. But, I mean, if there was a challenge room, boss challenge room or otherwise, with, oh, there isn't going to be. If there was a boss challenge room that had something along the lines of, well, it wouldn't be a boss challenge room, it would be a normal challenge room. Skeleton key, I would love the game forever. Well, no, I wouldn't love the game forever. Well, for a second I was like, game, I hate you, because I can't get that, but because we have the ladder, I in fact can. It's actually really awesome. Giving me a golden key. Okay, game, I forgive you. You were kind of being a dick, but I forgive you. Unfortunately, it still kind of screwed us when it comes to reroll, but we will get to open this golden chest effectively for free. And we get a troll bomb, but we also get 2 other bombs, so I can't be too mad at you, game. Still can't get that. Lucky Foot. Totally. I will definitely take Lucky Foot. Lucky Foot will give us some pretty distinct advantages. It will lead to me probably gambling a lot, but it definitely has some awesome advantages. I'm deciding whether I want to, well, I guess I'm not going to re-roll the library. Anarchist Cookbook isn't that great. I'm looking at all the places where the secret room could be. And I'm gonna guess here. Unfortunately, it didn't throw any of those bombs in the right direction. I was hoping to just basically save myself a bomb. But we've seen 2 of the books, and there are, I believe, 8 that could possibly show up. So once again, we've gotten ourselves to shop money. Barely, but we did. This could actually be good. This could also be a curse in disguise. Alright, so we've got the mom's purse. That's a really good item to get from the shop. Not as good as maybe the habit, but it'll let us keep a trinket with us. A second trinket. Since I haven't unlocked the Polaroid yet, I don't have to worry about it nearly as much, and I guess that makes the purse a little bit worse. No pun intended. We'll use the chariot for this fight, I think. I doubt I'll get another devil room. But with the hollow, it's just easy kill. So we get Pageant Boy. I might reroll Pageant Boy. Okay, so we get Krampus. I'm tempted to reroll Lump of Coal, but it is just a straight damage up, which is hard to say no to. And Pageant Boy is actually pretty easy to say no to. Mostly because I'd like an HP up. Especially after having sacrificed some of my hit points for the mark. It'd be nice to recuperate some of that. Of course, there's no guarantee. Now, there is a red heart sitting out on the floor, so the fact that I've taken a red heart of damage isn't that bad, but I do really need to be careful. Alright, so I have gotten myself in sort of a sticky situation. Lazy dodging has definitely hurt me here. I'm really going to be trying to hit him with angled shots because my speed isn't terrible, but my reaction time is apparently quite bad. in that he's being able to hit me with those lasers. Ah! Man, so I'm actually just going to call this right now. Mostly because we're at 25 minutes in, and these runs have been really unsuccessful. I've been really excited to get an episode in with the D6, just to show some versatility. But I think I'm going to have to give it up, just for the sheer fact that if I do get a really successful run after this, we have 25 minutes tacked on of the front. That's just going to be really ugly. So I guess we'll just say after the success of the previous runs with Blue Baby to unlock the D6, I will just call it at this one. We didn't manage to unlock anything, and unfortunately, just kind of it's left a bad taste in my mouth, I'll be honest about that one. But I think I might just start another episode now, but I'm definitely going to cut off at this one. I know I didn't get to say all that much about the D6. We didn't get to see any cool edge cases except for the pony. Being able to reroll the pony, teaching people how to do that, that's pretty important actually. Unfortunately, the same thing is not true about all other strict items from things, such as like Little Chad. Because Little Chad is a passive, it's a familiar, the only way you can pull it out of his pool is to actually pick it up. And obviously if you pick it up, it disappears and you can't re-roll it. But hopefully next run I'll get better luck, I'll play better hopefully. Since obviously I'm a little rusty at Isaac already, just all the time that I spent in editing on the last one. But if you learned something, even though I didn't get to say all that much, please like and or favorite the video. It really helps a lot. I can't stress that enough. And if you'd like to learn more, if you'd like to see some of the another episode where maybe I don't fail as hard, please subscribe to the channel. It really does help a lot as well. Anyway, I will hope to see you guys next time.